Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. You've got the Cousins brothers, and we've got a lot of UFO videos, including a Ken Panama update. What's up with that alien? We're going to show it to you. But right now, Iraq, there's a sighting over there. Take a look at this.
وينه؟ ها؟ هذا حتى تصوير بعد ما يلوح.
شايف فيها. انا راح القى بحي معلمين زي الشباب. ها؟ يوصل حي معلمين.
ولا يطيح هذا هو هذا مستوى.
لا والله نزل مو طبيعي. شوفه. طبعا دي تتقاله والله بشيء شاكل. اذا صار انفجار هو هذا شيء من السماء.
All right, we're going to look at this, get a close-up look. What is going on in Iraq? This was captured just yesterday, posted on social media, coming out of Maysan, Iraq, and people are stunned at what they're looking at in the sky here. Yeah, here we go again. The jellyfish is back, and now it's over Iraq. Look at this thing just floating over off there in the distance, over the rooftops there, and these people are getting a really good shot of the unknown. What is this? Something biological? It almost, when I'm looking at it a little closer, after seeing it on the big screen, it almost looks like a jetpack man as well. What the heck are we looking at? Now, more updates coming in. Take a look. Coming in from Ken Panama. This is the latest video just in.
Querían verlo. Ha crecido bastante. Mucho lejos. A otro les aterra.
All right, we're getting some good close-up looks at this. Whatever it is, still has not been debunked. I think he's almost up to 4 million followers right now, or approaching it real quick. And look at this thing. He actually seals it up and puts a brick on it. He says he's kind of says there's an odor coming from this thing, and it feels like it's taking over his mind. He seems a little down, but weird stuff. Yeah, definitely. This is the weirdest story of 2025, and people we're saying that he's shooting with like a potato cam. Well, right here we're looking at 4K footage of the most recent event of looking at apparent this biological creature. This story is just getting weirder and weirder by the minute. Yeah, he says that he senses this evil just properties to it. He's again putting the bricks on top to keep it closed so it doesn't get out. More updates.
This is insane. I have an update on Ken Panama. He literally just messaged me. He literally just reposted my last.
Secret Service Sam. I am fine. Me preguntaste si es real. Si tú lo ves real, es real. Si tú lo ves falso, es falso.
Secret Service Sam, how are you? If you see it's real, it's real. If you see it's fake, it's fake. It came with fire from heaven.
Nadie ha llegado a investigarlo. Unas personas se hicieron pasar por científicos, se llevaron el meteorito y una muestra, no sé de ellos, estoy bloqueado.
No one has investigated it. I don't care anymore. I'll soon know whether to destroy it or release it. The stone was stolen by scammers disguised as scientists.
Ya no me preocupa que no viene.
Investigated it. I don't care anymore. I'll soon know whether to destroy it or release it. The stone was stolen by scammers disguised as scientists.
Oh, lo voy a liberar. ¿Y qué pasará conmigo después de esas dos cosas? No sé.
All right, you heard it. I guess Ken Panama was answering or giving some questions to Secret Service Man. You could hear it in his voice. He sounds genuine. I guess he wanted to say something, so he put it in a translator. You heard it semi-roughly translated to English. Again, the story doesn't stop. We're going to keep following it and see where it goes. And again, we want you to stay tuned for Third Phase of Moon updates with regards to Ken Panama. Now, a lot of UFO videos into Third Phase coming in from around the world. That's what you guys want to see, right? You're in the right place. Give us a big thumbs up. Let's roll more UFO videos that have come in to Third Phase. All right, Brazil is lighting up. Once again, multiple videos coming in from the region of Brazil of some kind of disc-shaped object. We don't see any kind of prop propeller blades. This thing is perfectly stationary in the sky. People in traffic just looking up in awe and can't explain what the heck is going on. But I'm so glad that people on the ground were able to get their cameras out, capture the phenomenon. Again, I want to get your opinions in this premiere right now. Let me tell you, the word of UFOs, it's kind of a hot topic, but for some reason they don't want to share the videos with you. It's hard to find Third Phase of Moon. Sometimes you get unsubscribed for some reason and then you got to subscribe again. I don't know what the heck's going on. Maybe they just don't want you to see the evidence as we give it to you pretty much on a weekly basis, sometimes daily if it comes in fast enough. But what we're looking at right now is undeniable. It's up there in the sky. There's no CGI going on. What we're looking at is legitimate video, and whatever it is, it's quite large. It's off in the distance. I would say it's at least 20 to maybe 25 feet in length. It's hard to tell, but it's something that we can't explain. And again, no undulation. This thing is just steady. And again, no prop propeller blades. And what's quite incredible, I was doing some research, and one of our good friends, Hidden Underbelly, managed to capture a second angle of the same event. So there it is, two angles of the same object in the sky, the same region, confirming that something bizarre happened over the skies in broad daylight. Again, this slick design, you can see the edges, it seems to be almost aerodynamic. If this is metallic and it's up there hovering, it's seemingly defying the laws of physics. What on earth is the propulsion behind this thing? That's what I want to ask you. You guys got to leave your comments. And make sure you subscribe and hit that thumbs up to get our algorithm going. For some reason, this evidence is such a hot topic, UFOs. But for some reason, this platform doesn't want the major public to notice what's going on. Now, more information coming in. Take a look at this. Quite incredible. This goes on for about 4 to 5 minutes. We're going to let it roll here.
Non. Oui, il se déplace, il se déplace. Il est magnifique, il est magnifique. Il descend, il descend, il descend. De filmer sans trépied, c'est un peu dur quand même. On dirait qu'il va se poser le bazar. Oh oui, il est vraiment près du sol, hein. Qui va se poser ici quand même. Oui, Wilfried, je pense qu'il va se poser. Oui.
All right, the location that this video is captured is the country of France, and what we're looking at is something that I can't explain. It's just quite incredible. We don't see any kind of propulsion, but we do see these appendages coming off this craft, if that indeed it is intelligently controlled. it seems to have its own flight pattern, but when you get a close-up look at it, you can almost see these pyramidal jagged shapes coming off the craft. It almost has this green yellowish tint to it. Again, if this is some kind of balloon, I have not seen one quite like this. Look at this close-up here. We did a little bit of translation from the person who shot it. He says it's coming down repeatedly, saying that this thing is descending in a downward trajectory. But again, he kind of loses his sight of it a few times, and he ditches the tripod. I think he says, I'm just going to get rid of the tripod and I'm going to handhold this thing. That's why it's a little shaky, but he manages to capture some really clean imagery of whatever this craft is. Again, this thing isn't just undulating and blowing in the wind in all kinds of erratic maneuvers like a balloon would. This thing is pretty steady in its flight pattern. It's not even rotating. So again, it's just very strange. And what's amazing that it lands in a little neighborhood right there in France. Maybe we could lock down the exact location. If anybody recognizes this area, I suggest you ask some questions. Maybe this thing landed, we could find out what it is, because right now we have no idea. Look at this, it's off at a distance. This thing has to be at least 50 feet in length here, and then it slowly descends right behind like a little farm there. Look at this, guys. Do you have any clue what's going on here? Leave your comments, it really helps the algorithm. Again, we're bringing you the latest UFO videos coming in from around the world, and this one has us scratching our head right here at Third Phase of Moon. Guys, if you have a clue, you let us know. But again, maybe something ET in nature, something crazy landed right there in a little town in France. And again, if we could lock down the location, maybe we could find out what this is. And sometimes if you see this yourself, look at this close up here. My God, this is very strange stuff, and it lands right behind this little town. Somebody has to know what's going on. Now, more video. It's a Third Phase of Moon. Take a look. More broad daylight sightings. Again, take a look at this thing. We're looking at the underbelly of this craft. It's the typical flying saucer, but you can almost see some kind of portals underneath it. And again, there's this ring around it. We're getting a close-up, and it has this jagged edge around it, but you see these portholes on the side underneath. Is this the exhaust ports of something? Again, I have no idea what we're looking at. Look at this. We're getting some slow-mo stills. I'm going to do some enhancements here and look at the characteristics. It just doesn't make any sense. I see no manipulation. What we're looking at is legitimate footage, and we're doing more close-ups. And just look at how it kind of morphs, but you see these two holes, maybe three on the side of it, and then like this hole underneath, and then this jagged kind of static field around it. Look at this. It's white around it. It almost seems that it's electrified. Maybe this is the means of its propulsion, but again, we don't have the answers. We're just sharing you the videos coming in from around the world, and let me tell you, this one's bizarre. Look at the characteristics on this. Guys, if you have any opinions, you let me know, but I got to roll out a balloon. Again, I think there's something going on over the skies, and we're just looking at something that is unexplainable. It's a UFO. It's unidentified, and that's what we're looking for. Again, the kind of the close-up still I managed to enhance, and it's giving some detail. And this is interesting stuff. It's just hanging up there. And again, let's do a little bit more enhancements. I'm taking the best frames of the video and trying to enhance and bring out a little bit more definition to this. And it still doesn't make any sense, guys. This is a very strange. Again, the characteristics of this, it's not like a flying disc shape that I've seen before. This is something kind of different. It almost looks like an orb, but then again, it has this metallic feel to it. So It's hard to tell what it is, but it kind of reminds me of a video that we received and shared to the world a few years ago, and I'm bringing it up right now. Here it is. Again, it has kind of the same characteristics of what we just showed, but again, it's a broad daylight. Look at this close-up shot. We see some kind of possible mechanized propulsion system underneath. Again, these videos are legitimate. There's no trickery, there's no CGI, there's no AI. I can pretty much say without a doubt what we're looking at is authentic footage. And once again, it resembles straight up something out of a science fiction movie, but this isn't a sci-fi novel. This isn't some science fiction blockbuster movie. This is real life. Now, what got me is this one. And I don't know, it's just kind of crazy. Take a look. Biological ET? What the heck is this?
سبحان الله أول شيء عاوتاني عندنا اش كيدير شي السيبه ديالو كيديرها.
All right, when we talk about biological UFOs, I have to say this is one of the greatest videos that presents the argument for possible life forms resembling UFOs. Again, if this were shot underwater, I would totally understand. This could be some kind of squid or an octopus or some kind of life form that exists in the ocean, but this is up in the sky, people. Can you tell me what it is? Is this some kind of like souped up kite? I don't think so. And again, look at the close-ups. It almost looks like a manta ray, a stingray flying or swimming through the sea, but this is again in the sky. I don't see any kind of kite that could resemble anything like this, or a balloon. This is something that definitely looks lifelike, a biological life form unknown to us. Guys, I want to get your opinions because this is kind of crazy. If you saw this flying above you, if it was me, I'd freak out. This is kind of crazy stuff here. Again, we're rolling the raw video, and it lasts for about 20 seconds, but again, it just doesn't make any sense to me. My mind is trying to wrap my head around this thing, and I just don't have any explanation. That's why we're sharing it with you. It's a phenomenon. It's crazy. That's what Third Phase of Moon. It's crazy videos shot by the people around the world, and we're sharing it with you right here. And again, this close-up, it almost kind of looks like a bat kind of flying, a bat wing, but then again, it has this jellyfish, manta ray, stingray kind of resemblance. It's just very strange, and I'm pretty much going to dismiss it. It's not a kite, in my opinion. I don't see any strings attached. Everybody, keep your eyes on the skies, and if you've captured anything amazing, submit it to us right here at Third Phase of Moon. My email is in the description. See you next time.